So welcome back. Today I don't know what we're going to play, so I just called it random games. Also, I updated my social media frame. Don't think I've got it. No. So, I decided to add my Discord link here. Well, it's it's not showing the end of the link. Uh, I've got to do some troubleshooting here. Where did I... guess I need to remove and replace it. So it's just this thing being weird. So first I gotta make my camera visible. So yeah, there's the SWC Discord link. Uh, and also the group. Okay, it'll open in the default browser. I'm using a different, it's still Microsoft Edge, I'm using a different version here. If you're pixel peeping, you might see this bar to the left, and there's no tabs at the top. That's because I'm running the dev version. I can actually reset it to where the tabs are at the top, but I can also have them on the left side of the screen. And the title shows at the top of the screen. The first thing is I made a recent update to my core game, to one of my core games. This is NSAM Spaceship. The name stands for Neutronic Science and More. It was supposed to be a name for the group when the previous owner still had it, but it was dropped, but this game stayed with its name. As you can clearly see upon entry, it is an unnamed Computer Core 2 ripoff. I know, like, pretty much every Roblox YouTuber on the YouTube platform has problems with UCC2 ripoffs because they seem to be the most prevalent copied core game out there. Or it seems to be the most prevalent copied core game out there. And this is one of those copies. Even though I do have some unique features. Like, I think in the original UCC2, this was a server room. This was Escape Pods. This was still Heatoned. That was under construction for the longest time. One thing we also replaced, we'll have to use the yes button here to unlock it. When the previous owner made this game, it was the alien research sector. But at one point, I think it was before QSurf had it, the previous owner of the group added a use the misspelled the command. My game uses a HD admin. The previous owner had a warhead detonation system. It was in the control room, and it was covered, but because I wanted people to experience the event, I instead put it behind the group and premium only doors here. This is the old sequence, and a couple of days ago, I made this brand new one. And it, as you can see, there was a button on the wall in the warhead silo. This is the first stoppable disaster I have made. Yes, it is. It is actually the first stoppable disaster. The original SiteWest computer core has E-coolant and E-hotshot, but okay, that's why I've been getting stuck up there. It's because that sign. When looking at it from the other side, because the sign's transparent, you can't see the text, so you don't know the sign's there. Yeah, it's just telling people who come in here that the actual activation buttons are located back here, behind these two doors. And it also has another sign outside that tells you to go to the same room outside the restricted part and hit the yes button on the computer. And then you can open the door, go in here. And if it is activated, if the new sequence is activated, you can press the red button on the wall. It only works within the first 2 minutes. Kind of like how you get like 40 seconds to cancel it. And in my game, I give 2 minutes. It's just, I adapted it to the length of the song I use. And I'll be activating that. But first, we need to start the core. There's 2 ways to start it. First is with this green button in the control room. The other, in the back of the admin room, or security and admin, as the sign outside the room says. Security and admin. Back here, behind this glass panel, there's a button. If you press it, it starts the core. As you can see, I have this message bar. I'll show you that after I show you the next way to start the core. And since I didn't add any shutdown features, I just have to kill the server. And for some reason, they've now logged... Yeah, go back there. They've now logged Roblox promo codes here in their built-in shopping extension. And I think pretty much everyone knows about this one, Tweet Roblox. It gives you the little bird you see on my shoulder. I think it was given out through like some Twitter post. Which is why the bird is blue like the Twitter logo. And I'm the owner, and any admin can do this. You can no clip through the door if it's locked. I probably need to make it so that this button outside still functions when the door is locked, but that might be a tall order. Much of any development is a tall order right now because of school constraints, but luckily it's the weekend, so if I want to do any more development on this game, on any of the SWC games, I have some time to. But for 5 days each week, I don't have very much time to develop Roblox games, so don't be surprised if you see not much features coming out, but I gave you a new feature this week for this game. So I've unlocked the door now. We can go in here. So I'll show you the other way to start the core. As you can see, before the core starts, this just shows reactor offline. As I say on my Trello board, I actually have a Trello board. I just don't for the group. I just haven't shared the link to it. I say that this was inspired by a Hybrid Incorporated Research Facility, which is another Roblox core game. It's just that mine is probably a lot simpler, and it's just simpler. It uses the same font. Actually, I think the hybrid one uses No, I think the hybrid one also uses Gotham. It's just that the core screens here use the other core screens here use sci-fi, and a lot of the signs are in Source Sans. A couple of those YouTubers I was talking about, and they're mainly Too Many Dogs, says that too much of sci-fi or too much of Source Sans is criteria for being a bad core game. But my core game is already bad because it's a UCC2 ripoff. I know I have to find uncopy-locked core games, which are few and far between, but when I find one, I take the first opportunity to make a new facility out of it. I think I made SWC CT3. I think my next planned facility is going to be SWC URF3, featuring its base as internal corporation computer core, which was uncopy-locked by Don't Look 2, its creator, because the group behind it, Internal Corporation, merged with Zenitsu. Start the reactor. Explaining. Been on for 15 minutes and we haven't lost Also, something that those aforementioned YouTubers say is ball cores are bad. Back to the music. Okay, so this screen over here is a new feature. I'll show you that after the music. As you can see, the core temperature is displayed as a probably the same in Unnamed Computer Core 2, but I think in this game, you can hold the temperature in one place by setting both coolant and heatant to 2, and keeping the core power at 2. So right here is the message bar display selector. As you can see, it's currently showing the temperature as indicated by the green button on the screen over here. So if I press select under core status and turn back around, it shows core status safe. And it shows the same safe message on the main core status screen. I just wanted to have this thing show something when it's not being used by a disaster. Which currently the only disasters that take much advantage of it are, that take any advantage of it, are Meltdown and Warhead. And the new Warhead, the old one, doesn't control the message bar at all. So I'll change it back to temperature. As you can see, it goes back to showing the core temperature. So, I think the main thing I came here to show you was because I told you how to get the scenarios in the video I put on my YouTube channel about this new warhead detonation. Actually, I don't know if I've said it on the YouTube channel before or on this channel, but I made my thumbnail in Adobe Illustrator. Because at one point, you notice how good my newest video looks, also some of the videos before it, is because I sometimes edit my videos with Premiere. And since we got the all apps plan, instead of just like the photography or just one app, we got the all apps plan. So we also got Illustrator and Photoshop and everything Adobe has to offer. So I've started making YouTube video and Roblox game thumbnails in Illustrator. So this is the thumbnail for that recent video about this very game that we're playing right now, or for the disaster we're about to trigger. So as you can see, I made this like slanted part with the sideways control and Sam spaceship and the SWC logo. The logo used to be a little more complicated, but then previous owner sent me a new logo on Twitter. Sent out a new logo on Twitter. So I changed it. And it looks a little bit better and simpler. I just had to edit it slightly to take off some of the borders. So let's get started with the first ending. So my explanation for the first ending is, first you have to go to this computer, which I already did, click the yes button to open the warhead silo, and then you have access to this button. As you can see, this button is covered right now. If I go press the button, it makes a slight clicking noise. As you can see, the message bar changes. And I have a real-time copy of the countdown up there. And also the cone here is smoking. So if I press this button, it plays the Discover E-Coolant tune. It shows warhead priming sequence canceled, return to normal operations in lime green. Well, I can resolve that. Just press the temperature button. I can fix that. Just press the temperature button. I can fix this stuff later when I'm not on screen. changed the script name, but I didn't change it in a particular script. So, yeah, then we'll have to go to Studio now, because I'm going to fix that bug. It isn't actually that hard to code for Roblox games. I've actually moved. I'm taking a class in school right now for coding in C#. In the next semester, I'm taking Python. And the Raspberry Pi, which is in my room with the TV, comes with, on its default OS, it comes with built-in Python IDEs. So we just have to go up there. So we don't have to change anything about the message bar. We just have to scroll up to find the new script, new Warhead Prime, Countdown Prime, and change it. .temp, because I want to be able to easily identify the scripts for use with the display selector. So now I can just, since I have Team Create enabled, I have to commit every script I change. Now you can hit publish. I added Team Create just in case, because I wasn't there, and I won't show it to you now. I'll show it to you after we get done with this disaster. But the previous owner changed. I gave him an office space in SWCC3. So I changed. So he was able to modify his office without me being there, because he has development permissions. So let's click on New Warhead. And then so it'll show it to you fully from the control until it reaches 40 seconds, at which point I will head to the pods and give you your only chance to stop. No, I'm not going to stop it, but you can, at this point, stop it. And it'll show the green message bar, return to operation, and then go back to showing the core temperature. As you can see, I think it's starting. I don't want to start the core now before I activate it, but if you had started the core and it would stop showing the temperature up there. You turn off the script that shows the temperature, and then it'll start showing its messages. So you can see it is a real-time countdown. Turn off the social media display. Turn that off now, because the links are in the also, if you have a problem with one of these Roblox user. 20 seconds. This is a light on light. This used to be the standard hotshot. And then Warhead 2 is coming up soon. So it's about to finish priming. Warhead priming not cancelled. And the message bar flashes. Abandon ship. And as you can see, the message bar is flashing. And we get The Final Flash of Existence by Fragic, which is both the SCP Secret Laboratory main theme, but it's also the warhead detonation music for Q-Surf. As you can see at the top of the screen, it says spaceship detonates in something seconds. And then it shows the message bar just flashing right now. Spaceship detonates in something seconds. Also, you can see up there, the detonation is now gone crazy with sparkles. Open, but once the full detonation starts, the escape I also coded the message bar to start flashing 1 minute before the core explodes during the meltdown. As you can see, actually the core isn't started, so there is no core, but if the core was there, nothing would be happening. The explosion will actually come out of this set code. It's releasing sparkles. And 1 minute after the spaceship blows out, the server will stop. So yeah, you can see it's just a giant box with the 4 engines sticking out the back. And there's that teleporter area. This isn't as laggy as I thought. Also, I could have pressed that button to show you, but once the priming sequence ends, that cancel button has no effect. So you only have that first 2 minutes to stop it. If you wait too long, you'll just have to get out. You can see it's coming out slightly from the back of the ship. It's now spreading throughout it. Shutting down. Oh. What's happening? So yeah, you were kicked from this game. The spaceship was destroyed. Rejoin for a new one. And then you can leave. So yeah, over here is the browser tabs. I've actually implemented that message bar flashing feature in a really strange way. Instead of having the color for the flashing hard coded into the script code, um, the script is part of the message bar itself. Under message part, there's a brick color value called flash color. And as you can see, it is default to really red, which is why it was flashing red during that detonation sequence. But if I wanted to, like during the final 90-second countdown for the freeze, I could make it flash in toothpaste in toothpaste, which is their like really bright blue, bright greenish blue, really bright teal is what toothpaste is. Let me show you that thing I was talking about with SWCCC3. I don't think it's in my recents. No, it is not. So, here's my group again. Decided to add an extra 0.1 onto the end of the update because it's not really a major update. The message bar isn't really a major feature. So it is Computer Core 3. And I haven't made an icon for this game yet. I haven't made an icon or thumbnail for this game yet. So, probably need to get to work on that. Otherwise, this game is... Even though this game wasn't copied from any common thing, especially UCC2, this one, it was originally by Zakify from Neroxa. He decided to uncopy lock this version of the game. It was what came before the current Neroxa nuclear power facility. So I just decided to add some more features to it. So here I've got this cover here. And I actually added a script here, group click detector, and the group. This cover will only open if you're a member of SWC. The override switch will open for anyone because you can just heat the core up to start the meltdown. Also, the slight clicking sound from the buttons, it was actually copied from this game. I added that first to that instant meltdown switch. Not switch. To that instant meltdown switch. This giant room back here. That's part of David's modifications. Here is his office. This is a hidden room back here with a random television in it. You see it's a broken wall, this plasma ball over here, random gun, the computer, I think was here before, got some albums, the safe was here before, the Bloxy Cola machine, the Bloxy Cola machine. And in my office, I removed the mini core from this game and replaced it with one from the old SWCRF. I'm not going to tell you what that game was based on. Still, it's not, that game was not based on UCC2. I actually, in this game, I decided to implement Technical Canon JP's um, rain, Rainbow Dash coil. I think that that person just wanted wanted my Little Pony reference in um, his core game, unnamed computer, not unnamed power core. That is in it is in no way, shape, or form related to GMHS2, which unnamed power core is in no way, shape, or form related to GMHS2. Or his new group Tau Inc. So yeah, that's this game. I even added a credit here and even tiny little credit for the super speed coil, for the rainbow coil. Used to, this was the instant meltdown, and used to it was on a timer, but I decided to just, like other games, make it group only. Make it a group only feature. And I don't know how I could add extra criteria to add the ability for premium users to activate it. I also added another vending machine down here, which dispenses the Rob Cola and Dynamite Cola. Same with up here. I think that's enough of my own group for one day. Oh, okay. I just submitted an idea for Slobs, which is the software I use to stream. There is a feature where you can add a stream destination, but it's only available if you have a Streamlabs Prime subscription. So I put an idea out